Summarize the novel, A Tale of Two Cities. Author, Charles Dickens. Chapter 1, Setting and the Rescue of Dr. Manette. In 1775, A Tale of Two Cities opens in London and Paris, cities on the brink of the French Revolution. Dr. Alexander Manette, a French physician, is released after 18 years of unjust imprisonment in the Bastille. He was jailed for denouncing the Evremond family's crimes, raping a peasant girl, killing her brother, and imprisoning Manette to silence him about their heinous secrets, ensuring their atrocities remained hidden. His long confinement has shattered his mind, leaving him muttering and crafting shoes, a habit born from his prison years. Jarvis Lorry, a banker from Tellson's Bank in London, is tasked with bringing Manette back to England. He travels to Paris, meeting Lucie Manette, the doctor's 17-year-old daughter, a beautiful and gentle girl raised in England, unaware her father was alive. Lorry reveals the truth, taking Lucie to a garret in Saint-Antoine, a Paris suburb, where Manette is under the care of Mr. Defarge, his former servant, now a wineshop owner and secret revolutionary. Lucie's love and tenderness begin to restore her father's memory. Manette, though haunted by his past, recalls fragments of his family, their reunion a poignant mix of joy and pain from years of separation. They leave Paris for London, hoping for a fresh start, but the shadow of his imprisonment and the Evremond family's crimes linger, a dark reminder of the injustices he endured. The Defarges, Mr. and Madame Defarge, emerge as enigmatic figures. Madame Defarge, knitting incessantly, encodes the names of revolution enemies in her stitches, including the Evremonds. Her hatred, rooted in the rape and murder of her sister by the Evremonds, festers deeply, becoming a driving force for her relentless quest for vengeance, setting the stage for the coming conflict. Chapter 2, Life in London and Complex Relationships. By 1780, Dr. Manette and Lucie have settled in London. Manette, regaining his sanity, becomes a respected physician, though he reverts to shoemaking under stress. Lucie, with her beauty and kindness, brings joy to her father. They live in Soho, often visited by friends, including Jarvis Lorry, who remains a steadfast supporter of the family after their escape from France. Charles Darnay, a young Frenchman, faces trial at London's Old Bailey for treason, accused of spying for France. Lucie and Manette testify, having met him on their journey from France. Darnay is saved by his striking resemblance to Sydney Carton, a cynical, alcoholic English lawyer with a sharp mind. Carton discredits the witnesses by highlighting their similarity, securing Darnay's acquittal in a tense courtroom drama. Darnay and Carton become friends of the Manette family. Darnay, a courteous man, falls deeply in love with Lucie but hides his true identity. He is Charles Evremond, heir to the family that caused Manette suffering. Carton, outwardly careless, also loves Lucie, seeing her as the only light in his bleak life, though he feels unworthy, his self-loathing evident in his drunken habits. Carton's love for Lucie sparks a gradual change. From a hopeless drunk, he begins to find purpose, though he remains trapped in despair. In Paris, tensions rise as the Defarges plot revolution. Madame Defarge's hatred, fueled by her sister's rape and murder by the Evremonds, grows into an unyielding force, her knitting a chilling record of those marked for retribution. Chapter 3, Love, Marriage, and Shadows of the Past. Charles Darnay, growing closer to the Manette family, declares his love for Lucie. Having renounced his Evremond title, he lives modestly in England as a tutor, seeking an honest life. He proposes to Lucie, and she accepts, with Dr. Manette's blessing, though the thought of her wedding stirs haunting memories of his imprisonment, a shadow that never fully fades. Sydney Carton also confesses his love to Lucie, knowing he cannot win her heart. He admits she is the only brightness in his dark existence, vowing to do anything for her and those she loves. This promise marks a turning point for Carton. From an aimless cynic, he starts finding meaning through his selfless devotion, despite his ongoing struggle with alcoholism. Before the wedding, Darnay reveals to Manette that he is an Evremond, heir to the family that imprisoned him. The revelation triggers Manette's mental collapse. He retreats to shoemaking for days but recovers to attend the wedding. The ceremony in London is bittersweet, joy tempered by the lingering trauma of the past, a foreboding sign of challenges ahead for the couple. In Paris, the French Revolution erupts in 1789. The Bastille is stormed and destroyed, signaling chaos. Defarge leads the mob, discovering Manette's document in the prison, a detailed account of the Evremond brothers' crimes, raping a girl, killing her brother, and imprisoning Manette to silence him. This document becomes a key piece of evidence for revolutionary vengeance. Chapter 4, The French Revolution and Darnay's Return. Darnay and Lucie live happily in London, raising their daughter, little Lucie, though they lose a son early. News from France grows alarming. The French Revolution turns Paris into a bloodbath, with nobles hunted and executed en masse. Hastily convened trials, fueled by mob frenzy, send thousands to the guillotine, painting a horrifying picture of a society consumed by vengeance. Darnay receives a letter from Gabelle, a former Evremond steward, imprisoned in Paris and begging for help, threatened by the revolutionary mob. Feeling responsible, Darnay returns to France without telling Lucie or Manette, believing his renunciation of nobility will protect him. Upon arrival, he is arrested as an émigré noble, a grave crime during the Revolution, his fate sealed by his lineage. He is thrown into La Force prison, where nobles await the guillotine. The Defarges show no mercy to anyone tied to the Evremonds. Manette's document, found in the Bastille, details the Evremond crimes, rape, murder, and Manette's wrongful imprisonment, serving as damning evidence against Darnay. Madame Defarge, driven by her sister's rape and murder by the Evremonds, vows to destroy Darnay's entire family. When news of Darnay's arrest reaches London, Lucie, Manette, and Laurie rush to Paris. Manette, revered as a former Bastille prisoner, hopes to save his son-in-law. But Paris is a maelstrom. The bloodthirsty mob, rapid trials, and ceaseless executions create a terrifying tableau of revolutionary chaos, where justice is drowned in vengeance. Chapter 5, The Struggle in Paris, Sydney Carton's Sacrifice. In Paris, Manette leverages his status to secure Darnay's release. As a Bastille survivor, he persuades the revolutionary court to free his son-in-law after a tense trial. The Manette family reunites, preparing to flee France, but their joy is fleeting. Madame Defarge, fueled by a deep hatred from her sister's rape and murder by the Evremonds, seeks to annihilate Darnay, Lucie, and their daughter, her vengeance an all-consuming force. Sydney Carton, who accompanied the family to Paris, devises a plan to save Darnay. He learns of Madame Defarge's personal vendetta, her sister's assault and death at the hands of the Evremonds. Carton, once a cynical drunk, finds noble purpose through his love for Lucie. He infiltrates La Force prison, where Darnay is rearrested due to Manette's document, a detailed record of the Evremond crimes and Manette's suffering, used as evidence to condemn him. Using his resemblance to Darnay, Carton switches places with him, drugging Darnay and arranging for a friend to smuggle him out, delivering him to Laurie, Lucie, and Manette for their escape. Carton, disguised as Darnay, faces execution. Before the guillotine, he comforts a young girl, thinking of Lucie. "It's the noblest thing I've done," his transformation from despair to heroism complete. Madame Defarge, unaware of Darnay's escape, seeks Lucie, but encounters Miss Pross. In their struggle, Madame Defarge is killed by her own gun, ending her reign of vengeance. The Manette family escapes Paris, but Carton's death, a selfless act born of love, leaves a profound sorrow, highlighting his journey from a lost soul to a man who found meaning in sacrifice. Chapter 6, Conclusion and the Meaning of Sacrifice. The Manette family returns to London, resuming a peaceful life, but Sydney Carton's death remains an indelible memory. Carton, once a hopeless drunk, found purpose through his love for Lucie, sacrificing himself to save her family. He envisioned a better future for Lucie, Darnay, and their children, a world free from evil, his legacy one of selflessness and redemption. In Paris, the French Revolution rages on with terrifying brutality. Hasty trials, mass executions, and the guillotine's relentless rhythm paint a gruesome picture of chaos. Mr. Defarge cannot control the bloodthirsty mob, and Madame Defarge's death, her hatred rooted in her sister's rape and murder by the Evremonds, ends a cycle of vengeance, though the violence persists. The novel concludes with a profound message on sacrifice, love, and the struggle between good and evil. Carton's transformation, from a cynic to a hero, symbolizes selflessness, giving his life for those he loved. Darnay and Lucie, though safe, carry the pain and gratitude for Carton, whose act ensured their survival, a testament to the power of love. A Tale of Two Cities is both a historical saga and a hymn to compassion. Dickens portrays the cruelty of social injustice through the French Revolution's horrors, yet celebrates the resilience of love and sacrifice, crafting a timeless work of human values where kindness triumphs over evil, leaving a lasting impact on readers.